Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Eagles coming in looking for win number 7 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That escapes the sand, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass.
Come back in! Come back in! 60 Bobcats!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Okay, ready?
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10. Back at the line. his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He finds his man complete. It's McLaughlin. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 25 yards that time. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. First down, here's White. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He finds his man complete. It's McLaughlin. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 4. Across Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook Sunday. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step.
But this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Aaron Donald. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Here's Hurts to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And they'll lead on 3rd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
No score after one on EA Sports. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throws right side, and that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Tua. He finds his man, complete. It's McLaughlin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, here's Tua. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Throw there, but that's going to end up incomplete.
That's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. In motion right is Brown. To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
7 Pirates. Check mash, check mash.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So Charles there on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Tua. He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll go up the middle with White. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. This is caught, and he's brought down. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3.
Two and now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Shepard. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Play action, now it's Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd and 12. Hurts.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
They go play action with Hurts.
And it's caught.
And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity lost.
The drive starts with a run by White. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be...
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. That's Shepard. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17, Eagles 3.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
After the sack on first down, Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. And that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So possession goes over here on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To throw again on second down.
Tua.
He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Okay.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
White going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
On 2nd and goal, Tua forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Bucs take a 3-touchdown lead.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hey, Franco! Ready?
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
18 running.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Tua.
And that would be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. But
oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter, and the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Tua. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth.
Ready, play. Play.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by James Bradbury. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick-6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. Down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rachaad White, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Hey, check that, street.
Second down, back to Sanders, powering forward. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Nick Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Okay, ready? Big Lion. Buffalo 18.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll get this up to about the 44. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared
he's got it at the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Back in 60.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Drop 50. Drop 50.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
Hurts throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going up top. He's got a man. Complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 45 yards.
Well, this was a very